I want to be clear about something here. The tariff war that is going on, it is necessary to avoid a real war, to avoid an actual physical war. Let me ask you this. Do you doubt that the end game here is war with China? Do you doubt that at some point the Western world is going to have to go to war with a communist dictatorship who, by the way, has said that they seek to destroy and undermine Western civilization? Do you acknowledge that? Let me ask you, would you rather have a Cold War or an actual war with China? The Cold War was to avoid, obviously, actual war. Now, in that case, I would even argue that there was more miscommunication, there was more suspicion there, and Russia was not the kind of global superpower that that China is in comparison to the United States. China has used our systems to subvert them, and they seek to destroy the United States. Let me even go one step further. If some people will say, well, their goal is just to basically take over our economy. Okay. So let's say that happens and they cripple us. Do you honestly believe that the Chinese at that point won't strike? You think it ends with you stay over there and we stay over here? There's going to be a clash. And I want to give you an example here, too. We can kind of see what would happen with some industries. People are saying, well, all these industries that rely on China, sure, like rare earth minerals. Perfect example because it also deals with communism, cigars, okay? There was the embargo put on Cuba, Cuban cigars. They basically had a monopoly on the industry, right? A communist country, Cuba, it's God's gift to Cuba, the soil. When we put the embargo on Cuba, they moved to the Dominican, they moved to Honduras, then eventually Nicaragua. And there are more fantastic cigars now than ever before. It was actually so much a given that JFK, when he signed the embargo, that day, for people who don't know, he had his assistant go out and purchase 1,200 Petit Upmann cigars before the embargo went into effect. So at that point in time, people were going, well, say goodbye to cigars. There are more cigars than ever. The cigar boom happened after that. You think that can't happen with other industries as it relates to China?
Yeah.
Maybe not with every industry, but it certainly can. We don't know what it looks like yet. That's an unknown. What we do know, I would argue, and you can comment below, this ends in war with China unless something changes.